Well, tell us what happened. It was about a month after Jack passed.
Mhm.
What was that moment, that kind of pivotal moment at that point that happened?
Well, one of the questions that we had asked ourselves before he passed was, can we stay connected? Is it possible for us to be able to stay connected after you leave? And we didn't know. We didn't know. It was just a discussion we had. We didn't know. But it was about 3 weeks after Jack had passed, I was doing a meditation with a friend of mine. And we went into this meditation. It was a guided meditation. And I ended up having this experience of him coming to me. And it was amazing. I was seeing him in this meditation in this amazing golden light. Jesus came through with him. He was in this love energy, and he communicated with me. And he said, Becki, thank you for meeting me here in this place. Thank you for doing this to meet me here. And he was elated, and the love and the light and the energy was so overwhelming that I knew I totally knew he was fine. And I was just in awe of what was happening. And of course, I come out of the meditation and I'm just in elation. I'm feeling this divine love connection.
Yeah.
And I'm in this heartbreak and I'm in this loss, and yet I'm feeling this amazing divine love. And I start questioning myself. I started questioning my reality a little bit. It's like, well, did I just make this up? Is this because I wanted it? I questioned myself.
Yeah. Did that really happen?
Did that really happen? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Cause you said, do I just want this so badly that this is what just happened?
Yeah. Right. Right.
So then you said you were in this sort of like ability to access this portal of awareness. It just kind of opened up this whole thing for you, and not just with Jack, right?
Right. So for a couple of months, so he passed the end of September 24th. And he came to me 3 weeks after. And then after he came to me, I started to begin to tap in. And so it took an active participation on my part, a willingness on my part to be able to go into meditation and say, okay, if we really truly connected, let's do this. Let's do this, Jack. If we can't have this ability, let's make this happen. And so I spent, a lot of time working at developing a connection and raising my frequency. And it wasn't easy because there were times when I would connect with him and then I would just go into total grief and total loss because of missing him.
Right.
And yet the pull in me was strong enough to continue. So I kept doing it. I kept at it. I started doing some channel writing, which is free flow writing. I started asking questions, and then I would just allow myself to write whatever came. And so I started connecting with him and writing down what he was saying, and beginning to start to trust this process, because it took a while for me to trust that this was real, that this was really happening. And then in December, I had my first Reiki client come back in the door. And this gentleman had lost his daughter about a week after Jack had passed. She was 24. So we had a really close moment of holding each other and being there for each other, and awareness of our grief, our shared grief. And then he got on the Reiki table, and I had been used to feeling Jack at this point because I kind of could feel him. Physically, I could feel when Jack was near me. But I heard a female voice, and that was the first time that had happened. I hear a voice, and it's feminine, and I'm kind of thinking, I'm like, okay, this is just because you heard this man, but she was insistent, and she kept telling me, please tell me what I'm asking you to share with my father. And she didn't let up until finally I got the courage to say to this man, can I share something with you that's coming through? And so Jennifer, what I recognized was that there was some kind of portal that opened up.
Yeah.
Jack was key. Like, Jack has been key for me with this, but something had taken place, and there was an opening into an awareness and a connection that I was able to bring in then for other people. It was not anything expected.
Wow. Yeah.
I would have never, I've been an energy worker And I've done Reiki for years. I've done, I'm sensitive to energies, but I never thought I would be a person who would be experiencing what I was experiencing and sharing it with others.
Yeah. So I bet your Reiki patient was extremely happy to hear that, right?
He was elated. He was elated. He was in tears. And he said, Becki, I knew she was going to come to you. That's why I came. That's why I wanted to get this session in, because I felt like she was going to come through.
Yeah.
And she told me, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful moment. Beautiful moment.
That is amazing. That is amazing. And so, I mean, a big life change for you.
Yes.
It's like, this is just transforming your life. You said before, life's greatest challenges provide the greatest opportunity for growth and change. And I love that. So my